Guys, Caleb here, and today we are going to be talking about WandaVision set ideas, what exactly I want LEGO to make, and when exactly I think we could be expecting some WandaVision sets from LEGO. Personally, I've been watching and loving all of these Marvel Disney shows on Disney Plus, such as WandaVision, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, and the very first episode of Loki where I made this custom Morbius minifigure. Make sure to check this guy out because he is quite epic. He's my latest videos. Make sure to check this out if you haven't seen him already. I really have been enjoying these Disney Plus Marvel shows. I think they're very well made. And so far, I've watched all of WandaVision and all of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I might go over Falcon and Winter Soldier in another video, but today we're mostly going to be focusing on WandaVision. Personally, I really don't know which one was better. They were both so good. And they were both good for different reasons, so I don't quite have a favorite. They're both really good, though. This video obviously contains spoilers for WandaVision, so get out of here if you don't want spoilers. I've been loving these Marvel Disney Plus shows so far, and excited for the rest of Loki, especially, because so far that's really good. Do I ever think we will get WandaVision sets? I think it's not quite, fair to say no, we're never gonna get them, because LEGO hasn't said anything about WandaVision yet, and so we really don't know at this point if we're getting WandaVision sets. In Flash's latest video, he said there's still roughly 10 more Marvel sets for 2020, which is quite a surprising amount, and they don't quite know what those are yet, I believe, and so it's really up in the air at this point if we're getting WandaVision sets or not. I don't think it's fair to say that we're never going to get them. LEGO's going to go on for years and years. I'm sure at some point they'll probably make WandaVision. I have no clue if it'll be anytime in the next 1 year or anytime in the next 10 years, it could be a long time, but it could be, very soon. And I honestly do not know. Set ideas, it gets a little bit more interesting because this show really doesn't have like a main area that they're in exactly. Well, it kind of does, I guess. They're in the town, I forget what the town is called, crap. Obviously, they're in the town that she's pretty much taken control over. And that's sort of where the entire, show takes place. Westview and outside of Westview. Easily, LEGO could make like a massive $600 Westview set with a massive wall, some outside room, and just a ton of buildings and areas from the show, including the house. However, I don't think LEGO's ever going to make this. It seems a little bit crazy to make a massive $600 Marvel WandaVision set, and it wouldn't exactly be the best idea. I mean, I think it's most likely that they'd make a wave of WandaVision sets, sort of like the new wave of Star Wars sets, sort of focused on The Mandalorian, sort of just a wave focused on WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier is more what I expect instead of a massive Westview set. However, that would be super cool. If we got a Westview set, I just don't think it's going to happen. For small sets, they obviously could make the main WandaVision house, like that is where a lot of the show takes place. But obviously, part of the problem is this house is constantly changing because it's first in a house in the 50s, then the 60s, then 70s and 80s, then 90s, and then 2010s. And so it's a little bit hard to, make one set. And obviously, they can't make, 6 or 7 of the same set just based in different time periods that, they couldn't quite do would be to actually get like a massive full-on house. I also don't think Lego is going to do that just because it takes place in like a 60-year span. And so it's really hard to kind of wrap up 60 years in one Lego set. I do think Lego can make it sort of in the style of the Friends sets where basically it's almost like an open stage and you really just get access to the inside and some walls, but more just access to the inside of here. And I think that would be the best way for Lego to go, and maybe make like their living room and the kitchen, as that's where a lot of it takes place, and maybe add ways for you to customize it so you can make it from the 80s, or make it from the 50s, or make it from whatever time decade you want by customizing little things on it in like a $60 or $70 set. I think that would be absolutely incredible to see something like this where you really just get a lot of customizability, but also more of just a set piece and more of a display model. Really be what I want to see in like a WandaVision living room set. I don't think I would really want a massive house, more of just a set piece of the living room slash kitchen with, extra pieces to kind of customize, make it from whatever decade you want would be super cool. Of other buildings in Westview, there's not too many other, like buildings that stand out in Westview as, being in every episode like that. So it'd be a little bit hard to make other areas of Westview. I was thinking maybe they could do like a final finale fight between Wanda and Agatha would be super cool with like Power Blast and kind of some of the town below. Just like if we got it in like Diagon Alley style, where we got a bunch of different buildings such as the library, the town pool and stuff, and we just kind of got a whole strip of buildings, a ton of WandaVision minifigures, and then Wanda and oh crap, what's her name? Agatha fighting like on the top of there would be super cool if we got a strip of 2 or 3 buildings for like I don't know, like $200, and just got some of Westview, but not all of Westview in this like building style with the backs open would be super duper cool. That new Harry Potter set that I just saw a review of, where it's 2 buildings, but if we had 3 or 4 buildings with the backs open like that, and more of like a playset sort of thing, would be really really cool to see with WandaVision. Think Lego would make an entire wave just for WandaVision. I think they would probably split it between WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon Winter Soldier. So I only think we would probably get 3 or 4 sets from the wave, would be my guess. Some sort of $20 or $30 like trick-or-treating thing from that Halloween episode with a bunch of them in their costumes would be really cool. 4 or 5 minifigures and just sort of the town square area where they go trick-or-treating, and maybe even a car for when Vision almost gets stuck outside of Westview and there's that like car approaching him. I think that would be super cool to see. Outside of Westview, I really think they could probably get away with a $50 or $60 set with pretty much like just like the main camp area, and then also having that big tank so they could roll in and try and access it with a bunch of the minifigures from the camp. I forget most of their names, but if we got 5 or 6 minifigures, kind of some camp, really the computer where they're watching inside of Westview from the old-fashioned TV, and all of that sort of stuff would be super cool to just see an entire set outside of Westview, also with the massive wall blocking them from getting into Westview, would be really cool. Those are kind of my set ideas for WandaVision. Will we ever get WandaVision sets? Most likely. I don't see why LEGO wouldn't do this. They did it for all the kind of Star Wars exclusives, such as Clone Wars, Mandalorian, and Bad Batch. They have all made sets on those. I don't see why LEGO's not going to make sets from WandaVision. Like, it seems like they would sell incredibly well. If there's any other scenes from WandaVision that you would want in the comments below, make sure to like and subscribe, or dislike if you hated this video. Super Productions, sign off for now, and stay tuned because I'm dropping my massive mock soon. It's going to be incredible. Peace out. Bye.